Hello, everyone. Today is April the 1st. Eugenie agreed to carry a child for Prince Harry and Meghan. This is the disclaimer. I love this picture of the Queen and Prince Philip when he dressed up and she was walking past him. I thought we could just use a smile today. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up. All right, I found this in Blind Gossip, and I did a lot of research on this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm just going to go on with the story. It is called When Harry Met Sally, and there was a movie When Harry Met Sally. Blind Gossip, we told you that this celebrity couple was planning some sort of stunt involving family. At the time, we did not know what they were planning. We do now. We call our celebrity couple Harry and Sally. When they first met several years ago, it only took a couple of weeks before they began planning an entire life together. Sally would leave her acting career so they could live a life of meaning, living overseas, raising a large family, and healing the world together. It hasn't really worked out that way. Something that is especially irksome to Sally is the fact that her last child did not have the impact that she expected. She was unable to score the multi-million-dollar payday she wanted from the media. She even named the baby after one of Harry's famous relatives, hoping that it would cement both the child's legacy and fortune. It did not. If anything, the bonds of family have broken down even more. Instead of giving up, Sally is now doubling down. Enter Harry's female cousin and her husband. Harry and Sally recently hosted Cuz and Hubs on the home turf. It was a simple family reunion full of laughter, catching up on family news, and enjoying the sight of a look-alike children running around. Don't you know Harry and Sally at all? This was a business meeting about money and family in that order. It turns out that Cuz and Hubs are in dire financial strait. Although both have jobs, her family situation and his bad business gamble have practically wiped them out. They are now worth less than $2 million. That might seem like a lot of money to most people. However, when you're part of high society, that kind of bank doesn't get you far. Harry and Sally are not nearly as wealthy as they pretend to be, but they do have a lot more money than Cuz and Hubs. They decided to use that to their advantage. You see, Harry and Sally want another baby, but not for the reasons that most people want a baby. They want another baby primarily to name it after Harry's father and brother. That way, Harry's father and brother can never completely cut them out, as the child would be their namesake. Unfortunately, Sally is unable to conceive. While we don't know exactly why, her advanced age may be a factor. This is where Cuz and Hubs come in. Harry and Sally know all about Cuz and Hubs' financial woes. So they made them a proposal. Harry and Sally asked Cuz to ask their surrogate for cash. Harry and Sally offered Cuz and Hubs the princely sum of $1.5 million upon delivery, plus an additional $1 million after the baby's first birthday and $500,000 after the baby's second birthday. The plan is for the two women to be pregnant at the same time, ideally. Cuz will conceive twins. One will go to Harry and Sally, and one will stay with Cuz and Hubs. After a lot of discussion, Cuz and Hubs agreed. They will be using Harry's sperm and Cuz's eggs, so both babies will be related to both couples. No, Harry and Cuz will not be sleeping together. This will all be done via IVF. We don't know what they will do if only one child is conceived. It is a very practical arrangement when you think about it. Actually, it does work for both couples. Harry and Sally will get the namesake baby. Cuz and Hubs will get $3 million, which will more than double their net worth. Cuz and Hubs can go to have other children if they like, and all of the children will be look-alike blood relatives, just in an unusual way. Now we have just to wait and see for Sally and Cuz to announce their pregnancies. So let's see if Meghan and Eugenie become pregnant at the same time. Could they be this desperate? Would you want a baby with your cousin's same DNA? Could they really need the money this much? I did some background check. Princess Eugenie's husband, Jack Brooksbank, is apparently taking a more serious job soon. Now, this was dated August of last year. It says, in spite of Jack's days working as a full-time tequila brand ambassador appear to be numbered. And we remember when Jack was also on the yacht with some girls, and it looked like he was having a good time. Well, I guess that was supposed to be representatives of the company. And we know that the Daily Mail said that he was poised to go into the accounting business. Jack's dad, George Brooksbank, is a top accountant and has stepped back from work after his battle with COVID. Well, apparently, the father had retired at age 72, but just before the Eugenie and Jack's Brooksbank's baby was to be christened, the father passed away. He had COVID. It's not clear if Jack will continue to work with Casamigos in some capacity, or his new serious gig will demand 100% of his professional attention. This is the office of the company he's supposed to be working at, Paglia Services Limited, but it's not the name of his father's accountant service, but it is in London, and his father was George Edward Hugh Brooksbank, and that he was has ownership in 75 to 100% of a trust, and voting rights 75 to 100% of that. Now, I found this. It says, as mentioned, the British royal family current events thread, George Brooksbank had passed away at age 72 days before the christening of his grandson, August. Now, you know, he worked for Casamigos, which is owned by George Clooney and Randy Gerber, who is married to Cindy Crawford. And it was said that this company was actually sold to a giant Diageo in 2017 for $1 billion. And I'll tell you how that come about. So George Clooney's Casamigos sale, according to CNBC, Diageo agreed to pay $700 million for the rights of the company in June 2017, and then with the potential of another $300 million based on the tequila's performance over the next 10 years. So that sale has resulted them in a $1 billion payday to Clooney and George Gerber. Randy Gerber, excuse me. And this was just some more articles that were out there about the sale. So, and this is Jack's hanging out with Randy and George, and there he is on a boat with one of the girls. So he is a brand ambassador. It said, now, I was getting conflicting information, but I searched for 2 or 3 hours on this, but it says he works as brand ambassador for Casamigos, and that he was only doing his job. So this was talking about when he was on there with the girls. So this was dated August of 2021, that he still works for them. All right. So what was their net worth? Well, when they were married, it was said that their net worth was about $4 million, but through some investments, they may be worth under $2 million. And yes, his father was very wealthy, but it said Jack is said to become a director of his father's accountancy business. And that's this Pangea Land and Property Limited, which is located in London. Again, his father had passed away after he got COVID. So we don't know how the business is doing. This just goes on to talk a little bit more about who they are. And I guess the family does have quite a bit of money. And I learned that he met Eugenie when they were skiing at her parents' chalet, I guess in Switzerland, the one that was recently put up for sale. So Jax had passed on university, didn't go to college, and he started a career in hospitality. He worked at Chelsea's Admiral Codrington pub and had been taken in by a businessman, nightclub owner, Piers Adam, and then employed by the Markham Inn before he went to work for Casamigos and then supposedly now for his father's firm. So this just goes on to talk about when they met and that they were dating long distance because Eugenie had moved to New York City, and then a year or two after that she had moved back. So in August 2016, he was set up with his own company as a wine wholesaler. All right. So his net worth is unknown, but all I can find is that it had went from 4 with them together and gone under 2 million. So this just talks about the private boarding school that he went to and how much it cost. So let's see. Let's skip through some of this. Oh, it does say at the bottom that when he worked for Casamigos Tequila, which was co-founded by George Clooney and Randy Gerber and Mike Meldman, it's clear Jack's love lies in hospitality. He said, "I want to create a chain of pubs," he once confessed. It had been his dream since he was 18, and he said this back in October of 2021. So whether or not they're having financial troubles, I don't know. But this was when they were getting married, and their combined wealth was $4.7 million. But due to some investments or some hardships that they've went to, it's said to be under 2. The latest news stories and pictures of Jack Brooksbank, the husband of Princess Eugenie, blah, 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 on October the 12th, 2018, after dating for 7 years. It just goes on to talk about who he works for. I did some research on how much a brand ambassador would make in London. Now, I looked up the U.S., but then I looked in London, but I thought, and this was for full time, and the base pay was about £27,662. So it could go up a little bit more, but that's the mid-range. Now, I'm sure he was probably making a little bit more, but I thought that's still not a whole lot. And with his mother still alive, and even though his father's passed away, I don't imagine he'll get any inheritance at this time. All right, I want to know what you guys think. So don't forget to like, comment, save, and share. And I want to thank you for listening. Have a fabulous day. And today is April Fool's Day, but this is not an April Fool. I did find all of this online, did do a lot of research. So I don't know, guys. You tell me. What do you think? Do you think that that Meghan could be foolish enough to want to do this? And maybe if she doesn't have the child and she's got to have a child, but then this would be a way for Eugenie to have another child if they got pregnant with twins. But what if she didn't have twins and just had one? Who gets to keep the baby? I don't know. It's such a soap opera with all of this that I can't say it's true, but I wouldn't put anything past them. So I'm dying to hear what you all think. So leave me a comment. Let me know. And sorry I took a couple days off. I'm feeling better and getting my voice back. But I'll be back with you real soon. Take care. And again, everybody have a fabulous day.